said, how would a system like Palantir's on Gotham or whatever, how would they assess a group that has a known history of internal and external violence? That was the basic question that I asked. And so, they said pipeline stage, data fusion, frequent arrests, 911 calls. It mentions some of the same things I mentioned earlier. And then this next one here says network analysis. Because they fight each other and outsiders, the graph shows both high intragroup connectivity and bridges to rival networks. That raises overall centrality, often a decisive feature in violent intervention models. Okay, I want you to walk with me. We're going to walk slow on this one here. Because they fight each other, because I left out black. I didn't say black people. I just said this is just a random group. If this group has a history of fighting each other, which I just showed you about 5 minutes worth of video of black folks uploading or being showcased on videos where they're just fighting each other. These systems take that in consideration. And what they do, it raises the overall flag, if you will, to when it's making assessments of that group overall. So you may not be in any of these videos. You may not be out there fighting, However, the system, because it's looking at black folk, we all swept up in that.
Y'all better jump at it. I'ma fuck y'all up.
If you know me, I don't move out of white people way on the street. I will dead ass fuck a shoulder check. Bitch, I'm taking your shoulder with me, actually. Yeah, I'm walking down the street with that. I will knock a bitch flat and walk over her. I don't care. I'm not moving. When it comes to them white people, I'm not moving. Y'all so rude.
All these for $3.
Let's not make a show in front of your wife and kids because you are under arrest.
This is Robert Williams. 3 years ago, he was arrested on his driveway for a crime he hadn't committed.
They made a mistake, baby. It's okay.
The reason? Artificial intelligence mistook him for this man, who was suspected to have stolen thousands of dollars worth of watches. At the time of Robert's arrest 3 years ago, studies showed that the technology was between 10 and 100 times more likely to misidentify black people than white people.
All right, the output, this is what it says. The group may be labeled a priority network, generating, number one, location-based patrol allocations. Number two, targeted knock and talks. 3, referrals to violence interruption programs. Or number 4, enhanced federal attention. So because these individuals are uploading all of this information, all of this raw data that I just showed you, what it does, it raises the flag up to now we have to have even more police eyes on us. And again, you may not have anything to do with it. And we just heard yesterday how these systems have a very difficult time in identifying folks who are black, especially when you're dealing with facial recognition. So you have black folks who are providing all of this tons and tons and tons of free data to these systems like Palantir or whatever, right? That's out there. They're collecting all of this data. And what they are doing is that they are creating a profile of the group. Okay. Black folks. That's what they're doing. And so when they see all these tons and tons of videos of black folks fighting each other and all of that, plus involvement in violent acts against people who are non-black, you get scored. The whole group gets scored a certain way. Well, so what does that translate to? That means as a black person, the chances of you having more digital eyes on you increases. And again, that even applies to people who do not commit crimes.
Helicopters were overhead and officers on the ground as hundreds of teenagers began to scatter here on Jones Beach. Authorities say senior skip day turned into fights and ruckuses, and one 18-year-old was arrested. These teenagers say they knew about it from social media but did not show up.
It's a little crazy, and then they just all started fighting. That's a little crazy. I saw it on Snapchat. People was saying to come to the beach.
I think it's insane. There's no need to fight, honestly, and especially at the beach.
The 18-year-old is accused of having a fake gun, but it looked real to officers.
I don't know, just reckless. Kids don't know how to behave.
14 suffered minor injuries.